Hey guys, it's Mike here from Tabletop Nerdcast, and we're going to break from the norm, and I'm going to take you back to one of my old favorites, and we're going to do a Let's Play game. And it's going to be Star Wars Empire at War. There's quite a few people that are running a bunch of mods for this that are out through Steam, but I want to go back to the old classic. It's not about the graphics here. I mean, you're going to have some okay graphics, but this game came back out in 2006, 2009 time frame, and over those few years there were a few mods that were kicked in, but realistically it's one of those few strategy games that's out there that you get space combat, but you also get ground combat. And depending on what difficulty you play on, it could get quite rough. So we're going to go ahead and pick this back up, but I'm going to pick it back up and I'm going to start a very easy Galactic Conquest game. And, we'll probably post maybe about, an hour's worth of gameplay at a time, and then I'll take you through an entire conquest. And if we get enough response, I'll upgrade the difficulty, or maybe take a look at one of the mods. So, if you're new here, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you like about it. If there's a certain type of game or a skirmish that you want to see, leave that in the comments below, and we'll see what we can do about trying to make it happen. All right? Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to do a single game today, and let's go ahead and run a Galactic Conquest. So there's a couple of different ones that if we want to look at having significant amount of planets, then Galactic Conflict is great. The Empire at War has a few less planets, but you kind of have to fight your way back up through the whole scenario. So I think what we're going to do is, again, I'm going to set this on an easy level, and I'm going to be the Rebellion. I don't want to have any Star Destroyers starting off, so I don't need to sit here and play as the Empire. But let's see what we're going to have to do. We're going to have a total of 35 planets, and we're starting off at the lowest tech level, and we have 6,000 credits at our disposal. If I wanted to, I could come in here and I could modify a few things, but we're going to leave it as it stands. And let's see what we can do. Empire at War. War is raging throughout the galaxy. There have been several battles with the Empire, and the Alliance is now spread very thin across the galaxy. Many rebel worlds are cut off from each other. An attack can come at any time, at any location. Act quickly and use your initial 6,000 credits to defend your foothold in the galaxy. The rebels will win, or will achieve victory, if the Empire is removed from the galaxy, Emperor is killed, Death Star is destroyed, and Mon Mothma must survive. Alright, so we have a few planets that are around the galaxy here. As you can see, I'm just going to click through my mini-map. Don't know what all we're going to be looking at. Obviously, Bespin is under Imperial control, and we know that Jabim is under Imperial control. And we have a bunch of things that we have no idea what's going on. So let's take a look here and start with our initial. And we've got C-3PO. We've got a little cruiser sitting here, so looks like we got a couple slots to build in.
Constructing.
Let's go ahead and give ourselves a barracks, and
Building
then we
started.
will also add in
Building under construction.
at least two of these mining facilities so that we can get some credits rolling. And then with the rest of our credits, we're going to go ahead and kick off a level 2 space station. Now, 3PO has this very interesting ability.
Over there.
I can send him to go steal some technology, which is how the rebels end up getting their tech.
Construction complete.
Or I can put him in orbit over a planet, and he can tell me all the details that I need to know about what's going to happen at that planet. So right here, I've got a couple of things that I can instantly start going after. And I'm going to tell you right now, a heavy
New
factory very early on
available.
is very helpful.
Construction complete.
As you can see, that came back in and populated here because we have an open build slot.
Constructing.
We're going to go ahead and kick that one off. Now, while we've got this location going just fine, next thing that we want to do Just move
Construction
on up over here to
complete.
one of our other locations. And I'm going to pause it so I'm not clicking off days. You can see we have a very minor amount of income coming in. Only 605 credits. And every day, that's what we're going to earn. So we need to be able to see what we can do about pushing this up a little bit. Now, we can make a major investment here right now and have a space station, but I can always produce some starfighters. So I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up doing,
Beginning
again, a
construction.
barracks,
Building started.
a couple more credits, and that still leaves us with a bit more money. So the next thing, we're going to move back up to one of our other locations, one of our other planets. And it's a very similar technique. Now you see I've got a lot more build slots that exist here, but I can still do fighters, and I can already do some Carillion corvettes here, which is a good thing. So because this planet's a little bit more isolated,
Building under construction.
we're going to go ahead and take both of these and then
Building
do 2
started.
credits. Now, as you see, I'm down to about 285 for the day. And I've still got 3 more planets that I need to do some outfitting on. So at this point, all we can do is just click the play button, let it run across. And as soon as I get those credits, we're now down here at Kashyyyk. Let's see what we got to do here at Kashyyyk. So again, we've got a little bit of a defense force that's sitting up top. I think credits are a little bit more important
Mission
at this time,
log
so
updated.
I'm going to update. I'm going to go ahead and put in the 500 to be able to generate some more credits on our next run. Now, we've got a mission log that just updated, so let's find out what it says. I was pausing because normally Mon Mothma's usually talking here at this point in time. But we've got a fleet rescue. The Alliance fleet was recently ambushed and captured. We have recently learned that the fleet is being held in a secret location on an Empire-controlled planet. We need you to capture the planet for the Alliance. Not only will you be liberating this world from the Empire, but you'll also be adding new members to our cause. So the task, capture the planet to rescue the pirate leader. And that is Jabim. So let's see where it's telling me Jabim is. We can come right back out of here. That's Bothwai. Huh. Wayland. Yeah, that's right there. So I'm going to wait for C-3PO to come back because I don't want to just blindly fly what I have over there to see what I can do. And he's got a little bit of time where he's still on his theft mission.
Construction complete.
Kick that game back
Construction
off. All right.
complete.
Now, as you hear those construction completes, what's happening is some of those buildings are coming back into play, and I'm getting some credits increase for the end of the day, and I'm also getting some unit increase because of the different facilities that I'm putting out.
Hello, sir.
All right, C-3PO is back. Let's see where it put him. Let's find out what we've got to do here on Jabim, or what we're going to be dealing with. Oh, I forgot. That's an old school problem. Nope.
Construction
Let
complete.
me do it. Let's see what's going to happen here. Maybe it was because I was paused. All right, so we know
Construction complete.
we've got Boba Fett sitting here, which means that this is going to be a very challenging attack if I were to go after that. They've got a light vehicle factory, and then they've got some barracks, and they've got quite a bit of troops, and they've got a Alchemator class cruiser, as well as a Tartan patrol cruiser. This is a heavy combination when it comes to anti-starfighter, but you can also see right here that they have a level 1 space station. So the only way that I can assault this is by coming in with a pretty sizable force, and right now I just don't have the funds for it. So that means this mission's going to have to stay on hold for me for a little bit.
Construction complete.
Alright, So we've still got some money to work with here, and I'm going to go back to Kashyyyk because I had some open spots. Now,
Beginning construction.
I'm going to go ahead and put in my defenses. And guys, as we start to get later in the game, you're going to see that I'm going to do a whole lot more space stations, because tactically speaking, in space, those space stations are much nicer to be able to have and use.
Construction complete.
Hover a fleet around them, and you're going to get a whole lot of extra firepower. So I'm just waiting for some credits to kick off. Now I've got some troops that I can build, but as soon as my credits come in,
Building
I'm
started.
going to get the rest of our financials set up here so we can move forward. Go into Kessel. I've got 2 spots, and right now,
Building started.
most importantly is credits. Then we got Yavin. So C-3PO is just kind of chilling. So why don't we
Construction
just
complete.
send him around until we can figure out what we're facing here right in front of us.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we've got just an alchemator there. It's not bad.
Alright.
So,
Construction complete.
you know, Fondor may be a pretty quick target of ours. Oh, we got some credits to work with. Yeah, see, this is a little bit bigger of a combination. These broadsides, deadly to fighters. Alright, so we know that Kashyyyk should be taken care of. It's got our last facility being done there. Kessel has 1 facility already. Let's go ahead and give him a
Constructing.
barracks just for some defense in case he gets attacked. And then we are at Yavin 4. And we have quite a bit to work with here. So, again, money's the most important thing right now to start off
Building
with.
under construction.
I'm going to go ahead and push out 3 of these.
Mission log
We're
updated.
back into it. And guess what? We got another mission log. Let's see what this one says. We've already talked about the fleet rescue. Reconnaissance. Some of the Imperial fleets have been moving to areas of space with no strategic value. Can't even talk this morning. Good lord. Alright. Excuse me, let's start this over again. Some of the Imperial fleets have been moving to areas of space with no strategic value that we can see. I think an investigation is warranted, but sending an entire fleet to attract too much attention. Take a stealth unit and explore this planet. So a stealth unit to explore Jabim. Alright. So what we want to do, the only stealth unit that we have right now is 3PO. Let's resume the game and send him back up there.
Construction complete.
And let's see what happens.
Mission log updated.
Alright, so let's pause it and see what we got. So, location, Jabim, complete. Location, Kuwait. You will receive credits times 1,000. So we ended up getting some money just for sending him over there to take a look. Let's see. Your investigation proved fruitful. The information you gathered revealed that the forces are marshaling for an attack in another part of the galaxy. Send a scout unit to investigate further. Alright. Stealth unit to the planet. Location Jabim complete. Location Kuwait. So, I need to send 3PO across the galaxy.
Construction complete.
And I don't have
Construction complete.
a connection to get him there. Alright, so I can't do that. we're just down to an altimeter now. Okay. All right, so we are about to get some more money. Let's go ahead and pause this up. Finish getting what we need here at Yavin. So that's going to be 3 of those slots. So let's do
Building under
that.
construction.
And then give
Constructing.
them that, which leaves me 830 credits left over. Finish outfitting the rest of this galaxy. So I still have a couple of open positions here, and what I'm going to do here first is, instead of doing some monetary funds, I'm going to give myself the
Building
ability
under construction.
to build troops just a little faster. That's interesting. I never even thought about that. I have to unlock some of this stuff in order to be able to get him ready to go. Get to the other side of this world. Now, the funny thing is most of my construction should be happening here
Construction
with
complete.
Mon Mothma, because she drops the price of everything.
Construction complete.
Oh, I do have another facility available here, too. As soon as we get some funds, let's cap this one off. Should be coming here pretty quick. It's kind of always a tough call whether you go for extra troop capability or whether you go for extra funds.
Beginning
And
construction.
I think we're going to be okay
Construction
on funds
complete.
where we're at. So let's see what we can add back here. This is the one where we wanted to make more of a troop impact. We got 2 barracks. We've got a light factory. Let's
Building
add another
under
light factory.
construction.
This will just help us build our troops a little faster. So we are now at 1,400. And what we want to do is start putting together a task force. And what I found
Unit in production.
is, early in the game, X-Wing starfighters
Construction complete.
are great. They're a
Construction complete.
brutal combination
Squadron reporting.
when you can get a good task force of these together to go head into a combat.
Mission log updated.
Oh, what just happened here? I didn't have anything over Jabim, so let's find out what just took place.
Our influences have reached one of the Empire's planets.
Oh, she's talking to me now. They revolted and joined our cause. That's a random event that just took place. That's great. That's wonderful. So they booted the Empire out, and because there was no fleet sitting above it, it looks like all that ended up happening is that I gained a cruiser, as well as their troops were kicked off the planet. So because I've got a cruiser, and all they've got some troop transport, I get to go into battle. You guys get a chance to see your first space battle. I don't have a whole lot here, but 1 Corellian Corvette, so let's just see what happens.
At your command.
Now, there's a whole lot of different ways that you could pilot this and do this, but for right now,
We're detecting multiple ships entering from hyperspace. Be prepared to defend our position and repel the Imperials.
I'm just going to kind of click through and see what we can do to find
Head
them,
full.
because right now this should be just a bunch of shuttles that I'm going to be dealing with. Now, this Corvette has a little bit of a
Enemy forces ahead.
ability.
Guns at the ready.
And that's he can boost his speed. So I'm
We've
just
got
going to
them
have
on the
him
run. Ready to fire.
target through a couple
Ready
of
to
these
fire. Underway.
and see what he
We
can
are
do.
victorious.
Yeah, and to be honest, these Corvettes are not really that strong. I don't know if it's just kind of a glitch in the game early on, but those troop transports really are not effective space vehicles. So that Corvette just kind of ripped through them, which means that I just wasted these assets of the Empire, which I'm
Construction
just
complete.
fine with.
Squadron
Let's
reporting.
see what we've got going on now, because there's a few things that are around us at this point that we have to deal with 3PO. Now, we've got some cash, but we just acquired another planet. So let's see what we can build up here on this planet. We got 5 spots.
Constructing.
And
Constructing.
we're
Building
gonna
started.
fill up each of those that way. Then we will take 3PO. And let's take a look at this map, okay? The challenge that I'm going to have is you see that there's a line, there's a front that's forming right here. And to protect all of my space, it's going to be pretty difficult. So I kind of need to isolate a planet off and pick which one I'm going to try and go after. And I think it's going to end up being Bespin so that I can have Hoth just be a production facility for me. So I'm going to take 3PO and I'm going to drop him down here at Bespin to see what they got.
Squadron reporting.
As you heard, I got a few things that are kicking off over
Construction
here.
complete.
And I still have some cash. So
Squadron
Vehicle
reporting.
in production.
I'm going to go ahead and finish tweaking out, getting some more of these forces here. Now, he's got some anti-fighter ability as
Squadron
well
reporting.
as he's got some troops that are in space. It's not an easy fight unless you can
Construction
overwhelm
complete.
him with fighters.
Squadron reporting.
Because right here, I only have one Corvette.
Construction complete.
Squadron reporting.
So once I get to about, I'd say, a combination of about 10 fighters, and we did just get some money. Once we get to about 10
Squadron
fighters,
reporting.
I'm going to turn around
Vehicle in production.
and give myself at least 2
Vehicle
more
in
Corvettes.
production.
What I'm doing right now
Squadron
is
Construction complete.
I'm actually prepping so that I can do a blockade over his planet and get prepared to take it from him.
Squadron reporting.
So hopefully, with any luck, you're going to get a chance to see. We're gonna do some space combat, some real space combat where they're shooting back at you, and then do some ground combat.
At your command.
But with only having so many resources available to us, I don't want to build my ground forces yet until after I have a good blockade of the planet.
Construction complete.
Alright, so as soon as we have this particular one done...
At your command.
Alright, let's zoom out here. Now, I want to tell 3PO that I want him to go ahead and, at the meantime, I want him to steal some technology. So let's get
New
a
construction options
Nebulon
available.
B frigate. So we will go ahead and give
Vehicle
ourselves
in
one
production.
Nebulon B. Oh, and we may have had some forces leave there, which I think are probably just the ground forces.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's see what we're about to come up with. That Nebulon B frigate will be done here in just a second. Then we can start this whole rodeo.
Nebulon B frigate here.
There it is. Alright. So now that we've got that, I need to take a look and see what kind of troops we have. We have some basic infantry. There's 3 of them. And then we have 3 Plex soldiers, which are rocket soldiers. So what I want to do is go ahead and give myself
Enlisting soldiers.
3 more rocket soldiers.
Training soldiers.
And 2 more of our regular soldiers. So while those are in queue, we'll resume the game, and we're going to take our fleet. And we're going to
Coordinates
see what we can
received.
do about taking Bespin.
Tactical battle imminent.
Now, you always have the option to auto-resolve, which it's based upon the AI, and the AI is terrible versus what you can do on your own. Alright, planetary advantages, high credits. So, if we can get this particular location and we can, overtake it, then what we're going to end up with is a pretty high production credit value planet, which will go a long way. Now you can see I got a ton of snub fighters sitting here.
Frigate reporting.
But the scariest thing that I have to deal with is
We're
this
advancing on the
Nebulon.
enemy stronghold. This presence must be eliminated before we can liberate the planet.
Coordinates received.
This will
Keep your
mess
eyes
up
open for those fighters.
shields, it'll mess up a whole lot of other things. And we've got a
We've
couple special
located the
abilities.
enemy.
Preparing for combat. Picking up signals.
So I'm going to pause this. Right here, we've got one of these Tartan patrol cruisers, and as you can see, it's very effective against starfighters. So I need to get my entire force to tear this down, and then immediately come over here and tear the other one down. And then my next highest priority is going to be the bombers that are coming out of this Alchemator class carrier or cruiser. Once I can get those down, then I can focus on this cruiser and start limiting what they can do to me. So this is where space combat becomes a little bit more interesting. And after we destroy this one, we'll attack this one, and I'll go into cinema mode and show you what that looks like.
Moving to attack
Alright,
position.
now let's go to
Enemy
cinema
fighters
mode.
in range.
And you can watch as much of those swarm as possible. And as soon as that sucker blows, let's pause it and reevaluate the combat. So right now,
Nebulon B
if I
frigate
select
here.
everybody, right now I've got a good amount of shields. Looks like I have 2 Alchemators that are sitting here. Now, what I'm dealing with at the moment is I've got some bombers that are in, and we don't want those bombers tearing through our capital ship here. So to me, the next target is hitting a bomber, clearing that out. Now I'm gonna zoom in a bit, and the hangar.
Engaging enemy. Stay
So
on
we
target.
stop getting reinforcements to hit us. Come in. Now, it's early in the fight, so I want to make sure that my Nebulon sticks around. So I'm going to use his special ability and get his shields. Now, that hangar's gone. We want to go ahead and take out the
You're in
hangar on
attack
the other
range.
one
Try not to
and
let one on
remove
your
all
tail.
reinforcements. Now that that's done, let's just focus one
Direct
down.
fire on the engines. Enemy sighted.
If you're ever overwhelmed, what you can do is you can
Our
focus
target
your
priority is the laser
attacks
Target incoming.
on their individual weapons
Cover me.
themselves, limiting the
Lasers
damage
are
that's
our
capable
target.
of hitting your own
Watch your
fleet.
6. Our target priority is the laser cannon. Target's coming in fast.
Once all these capital ships are gone,
We've got them on the run.
they'll usually either retreat or the combat will end with just a few fighters that are still sitting in the map. But I think they have some ground infantry forces. There goes the shuttles. It was just ground infantry forces that they're trying to evacuate from the zone. So as you can see, I took down several of their vehicles, even though they're anti-starfighter vehicles, because I was able to overwhelm them, and I didn't have any losses.
System conquered.
Now, there's no ground forces for me to have to work with on Bespin at the
Construction
moment,
complete.
which means that this is just a
Building under construction.
space station kind of
Ready
location.
for combat.
But you can see my credits jumped to 4,000 a day because of this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and establish a very strong space station front.
Hello, sir.
And we're going to take a look at what
Over there.
Bespin has to
Ready
offer
for
us.
combat.
So we know we've got at least
Construction complete.
Alchemator and a
Of
Tartan.
course, sir.
But because of the way that I have to travel, I have to go through here.
Ready for
which means
combat.
I got to deal with some pirate forces. Yeah, they have some pirate fighters. They have some patrol craft, which are good against fighters, and then they have a couple of frigates, which are good against
Reporting.
cruisers. So you can see that my ground forces are starting to kick in there. But
Building under construction.
I need to be able to get this guy built up a little bit so I can start
Reporting.
producing a couple of things that would help. And I'm going to give
Unit in
myself another
production.
Nebulon. And I'm going to give myself
Constructing unit.
another cruiser that I'm going to combine with this fleet and get ready to move over for an attack. Now, while all this is going on, I'm going to go ahead and make a choice to go over to the other side of the map here. And we're going to go ahead and
Construction
beef up
complete. Vehicle in production.
one of these areas.
Nebulon B frigate here.
Alright, so my Nebulon should be
Squadron
done. The only
reporting.
place that I had built a Nebulon was right here. So as soon as that cruiser's done, I'm going to go ahead and send it up to Bespin and get ready to go, because we're going to go after a pirate planet.
Squadron reporting. Moving to destination.
Alright, so
Planetary control achieved.
Squadron reporting.
what did we just gain? What just happened? Their influence has reached the Empire planets. They have decided to revolt and join ours. So, Wayland. So, we picked up another planet here. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen them do this. And let's just see what we've got here on Wayland that we can do. We got a couple of spots.
Constructing.
Give him some defense and then
Building started.
some credits.
Beginning construction.
And we'll kind of lock his planet down a little bit. Give him a little bit of breathing room there since he has no defense forces. Alright. So back to this side of the map here. Alright. Let's see now. I think we have built all of our ground forces. So we're going to go ahead and grab these guys. Drop them up here into a single fleet. Which it's like not wanting to agree with me. Fine. You know what? It's because I'm paused.
Imperial fleet approaching.
Oh.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, where are we at? Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk is getting attacked, and I don't think I have a whole lot of defense there. So you're probably going to see me lose this battle, but that's alright. I usually focus one side of the map and start working my way across. Don't
Your
have
orders,
a whole
sir?
ton here, so let's find out what we got to deal with.
We are detecting multiple ships entering from hyperspace. Be prepared to defend our position and repel the Imperials.
Now, I can always retreat from the battle, but I'm willing to let Kashyyyk go if I need to.
Ready for action.
Y-Wing Squadron reporting.
There they
Y-Wing
are.
standing by.
Standing by.
So we
Firing
need
target.
to get in here and immediately take this guy down
Got one on me.
as quickly as we can
Need help?
before we lose our fighters.
Attack commencing.
Let's knock down some bombers. They're a big threat as well.
Order confirmed.
Switch back over. Take him down. You know, we may win this. It's interesting. I wasn't expecting to.
Got my approach vector.
Looks like only my Y-Wings were taken down, so let's zoom in and let's get rid of his
Attack.
hangar.
Prepare for evasive maneuver.
Although he is hurting my cruiser.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Target
take
no
down his
blazer.
weapons so he can't burn through my cruiser.
I copy, sir.
Oh, we still got a couple fighters up.
Fire on those missile launchers. Watch that crossfire.
Let's go and watch this in movie mode. And back out again.
Roger that. Fire on those lasers!
Alright, I don't want him
Disable their
retreating,
engines.
so let's knock out that engine. Yeah,
Target
turbo
those
lasers.
lasers.
Actually, laser cannons. Those are the ones tearing me up. That's interesting.
Fire on those lasers!
Take care of this broadside, so he's going to struggle to hit my Corvette.
Target those lasers. Put your deflectors on.
Finish taking down the weaker weapons.
Fire on those lasers! This is it. Targeting the torpedo launcher.
And
Increase to
as
full
that one
throttle.
goes down, we
The
should see a
enemy
victory.
has been defeated.
We've got them on the run.
I know I lost some Y-wings. There we go. Yep. So I did lose some Y-wings there. So at
Squadron
Kashyyyk-
reporting.
Again, I'm still kind of willing to lose Kashyyyk. That's this section. It's Yavin 4 that I don't want to lose.
Squadron reporting.
So we're going to come back over here. And I believe we have a setup where...
System lost.
On Mothma. Yep. I lost something. Okay. Wayland. They decided they didn't like me. So all that money that I invested there before it got spent, you can see, came right back. But, okay. We'll deal with it. And... Mon Mothma is good, so let's go ahead and start
We're heading out.
our attack run.
Tactical battle imminent.
Need to be able to connect our trade routes here. So as you can see, I've got a pretty decent little force coming in here. So what I'll
Weapons
usually do,
online.
Enemy is approaching.
I take my fighters, back them off to the back of the formation.
We're advancing on the enemy
Because
stronghold.
usually what'll come in
This
first
presence
is the,
must be
those little
eliminated
Tartan
before we can
cruisers.
liberate the planet.
Weapons charged. Frequency open.
But what I want to do is go ahead
Frigate
and
en
bring them
route.
to there.
Squadron reporting.
Now
We're
bring
going
the
in.
fighters up. And you can set combat groups. It's been a long time, so I don't remember what I'm doing here with those.
Frigate responding.
So
Those
we got a
torpedo
couple
launchers
frigates.
must be destroyed.
I'll go ahead and boost some shields a little bit.
Ready for action. Attack formation.
And as you can see, having a space station and a couple of frigates, it's not going to be an easy fight.
Targeting the torpedo launcher.
Just kind of wondering why everybody's taking their own sweet time to get involved in this. My Nebulon's actually getting hurt pretty bad.
Must be destroyed.
So we're going to hit the closer target and just get him knocked out.
The lasers are our target. I'm in range.
See if we can get that frigate knocked down.
Targeting the torpedo launcher. Watch your back.
Down the next one. And we're going to get rid of the strike cruiser next.
Enemy target sighted. Attack.
Oh, waited too long.
Fire.
I am going to lose
Picking
some
up
fleet on
signals.
this one. And it's because I'm having to hold this fight next to their...
Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed. Enemy fighters
next to
in
their
range.
space station. I'm going to take this Nebulon and I'm going to back him out of here.
Frigate standing by. I copy.
Bring this frigate up.
Form up.
Send you three guys if we
Fire.
can. take
Standing
on
by.
the fighters.
I've been hit. Consider those torpedo launchers gone.
See what we can do about finishing this off.
Target's coming in fast. Roger that. We're drawing the fire. Form up. I've been hit. Targeting the torpedo launcher. Stay on target. Open fire.
Actually, the cruiser is the one that's going to whip from the fighters, or the
Encountering
patrol
resistance.
craft.
I'm hit. I'm in bad shape. The enemy has got lost. No good. I
Yeah,
can't
we're not
maneuver.
going the way that I had hoped for this to go so
Got a
far.
problem. Ah! Awaiting orders.
Y'all are all really tight in on him. Let's knock him
Attack that
down.
target. Need to break off. Copy. Our target priority is the laser cannon. Try not to let one on your tail. Scanner contact behind me. On my tail. Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
They're coming around.
I'm losing power. The lasers are our target.
Alright, let's go ahead and
Attacking
clear out
target.
some fighters.
Enemy sighted.
And I want to get him on this hangar to stop the reinforcements.
One. Fire at will. Full
Get
power
some
to
shields
shield.
boosted again. Protect the nebulons. Get this hangar down. And once that hangar's down, we'll go ahead and knock out this ship. He's a danger to our fighters right now.
I'm in bad shape. Attacking. Targets incoming. Target's coming in fast. Close. Loosen up. Our target priority is the laser
Shield
cannon.
generator first.
Cover me.
That'll make the rest of this go down much quicker.
Keep your eyes open.
I may lose another ship or two here, but really hoping not to. That combat doesn't go the way I planned on it going. Guess I'm a
The
little
lasers
rusty.
are our target.
Let's go ahead and knock down some weapon systems.
Target those missile
We're going
launchers.
to fire.
Loosen up. Loosen up. Take out the missile launcher. I can't hold out. Engine
We have another
activated.
ship sitting back
Power to
there.
shield.
Let's get some shields. And finish with that.
Targeting.
I'm going to quickly knock him down.
Reporting.
Put you
Our
back on
target
some
priority is
weapons.
the laser cannons. The
See
lasers
if
are
we
our
can
target.
preserve what's left of our small fleet here.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Yeah, like I said, we've won this fight, but not really an easy battle.
The lasers are our target.
We're gonna have some forces that we have to replace here. You can see some of
We
our own
are
stuff
victorious.
was pretty bad off during that fight because of the way it played out. Yeah, I lost a bunch of fighters to what they had there. This was no joke. That base and those patrol craft tore through my my forces. But anyway, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and send 3PO up here to steal some stuff, while I'm sending some forces up to do some work. Let's go with
New construction options available.
some sensors. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here, and I will be right back.